Good morning, everyone. So I just hit the new low weigh-in, as you saw, of 180. So I'm just under 2.5 weeks out from my photo shoot. So that's really good. I'm hoping to be about 170, I don't know, 6-ish for the photo shoot in 2 weeks. But let's go ahead and get this day started. In my last vlog, I said the Keurig that we had crapped out, had the white screen of death. So we called them and they reshipped us a brand new one. So now we have coffee again. So this morning I'm gonna do HIIT cardio and not steady state. Normally when I do steady state cardio, I do that on an empty stomach. But when I do high intensity cardio, I like to have something in my stomach just in case it has potential to burn muscle. So what I normally have, what I'm having today, is coconut oil. So I'm having a tablespoon of that. That is 14 grams of fat, and then I'm mixing that with the Impact Whey salted caramel protein. Just put it in a bowl here. Gonna mix that up, and then maybe about 30 minutes I'm gonna head down to the treadmill because I'm gonna do dead mill sprints. So before I go do cardio, I'm taking a little bit of supplements. Now you do not have to do this. A lot of people are thinking, oh man, he's got so many supplements, I can't afford that, so I can never look like him or get to his level because of supplements. You got to understand, guys, supplements is the lowest thing on your list. You have to get your training on, your diet on point before nutrition will do anything. So nutrition can help, but it's not going to make or break you either way. But let me show you the supplements that I'm taking here before cardio. This is really just to help maintain as much muscle as possible and to burn as much, not muscle, but as fat as possible. So supplements can help. If you can afford them and stuff, might as well. Let's see, so I'm taking right at, I'm gonna tell you the dosage here, the acetyl L-carnitine. This is gonna help burn fat. Now I take right at 15 to 2,000 milligrams, or a milligram. So that's right at, like 2 grams of L-carnitine. I take that twice a day, and that's just a powder form. So I'm mixing that with some glutamine here. I'm taking 5 grams of that, and then BCAAs. I take 1 scoop of that, which is about 5 grams of BCAAs. I just mix them all in a shaker cup and mix it up, and then drink that, and that is right before I go do cardio. So this is just gonna help preserve muscle and burn fat. All right, so just got done with that cardio. The cardio room is right there. Let me explain what I did here. My Fitbit, I don't know if y'all can read that. I got it upside down, so of course you can't read it. But take my word for it. So I'm using both of these fitness trackers. One's a Polar and one is a Fitbit Blaze. So the calories, let me tell you the calorie difference on here. The Fitbit Blaze, which is just a wrist heart rate monitor. It actually takes your pulse from the wrist, and it said I burned in 44 minutes. That is including the warm-up. In 44 minutes I burned 375 calories. Now the Polar, which has a chest heartbeat monitor on it, says, let's see, in 37 minutes, I turned this one on a little bit later, it says I burned right at, let's see, 400 calories. So I actually burned more with the Polar one. It says I burned more. And let me tell you, I think
it's because this one does good with low intensity cardio. So if you're just doing steady state cardio, it does really well. It keeps up with your heart rate. But if you're doing like high intensity cardio that you're running around, bouncing around, it doesn't really keep up with your pulse that well. This one does, because it's around your chest, so it doesn't move up and down. This one moves up and down, so it doesn't actually get your heart rate that well. So this one is better for like high intensity. This one's fine for low intensity. It does really well. But the calories aren't off that much, so I wouldn't really worry about it. So let me tell you what I did on cardio. So I started off with a 5-minute just like walking run on the treadmill, just to kind of warm up my legs a little bit. And then after that, as you saw, I did a dead mill. So what I did was jack up the incline at a 15 incline, actually unplug the treadmill, so it's unplugged, so it's turned off. And then I had a timer on my phone. Let me show you what the timer's called. This is an iPhone, so I'm sure Android has a different app. I used to have an Android, so you can find it on there. It's called Tabata. So the app is Tabata. And what I did was set it at 15 seconds go. So I was just sprinting, pushing the treadmill, actually with my feet, pushing it when it's off, pushing it for 15 seconds on, and then resting for 45 seconds. I did that for 10 rounds, so it lasted exactly 10 minutes. And then after that, did right at 20 minutes of just low intensity, just walking on a treadmill for 20 minutes. And keeping my heart rate, for me, it's going to be different for everyone, but for me, keeping a low intensity would be, my heart rate needs to be about 120 to 125. So, and that was the end of cardio. So right now, I am, like I said, right at 3 weeks away from the contest. Now, I know I said 2.5. Really, I am 2.5 because I don't normally count half the week, because that's when I'm going to be like doing the peak week stuff, like lowering my carbs. So up until, you know, 2.5 weeks is when I'm gonna, that's where my conditioning is gonna be in 2.5 weeks. I can't really lose any more body fat in between the half that week. So that's why I don't count for exactly 3 weeks. So I'm doing cardio every single day right now. Either, you know, low intensity or high intensity, just because I'm so close. So I'm just giving it all I have here. I still have around, I would say, I mean, maybe 5 pounds to lose that I want to lose of body fat. So, you know, it's a good bit to lose in that time frame for sure, but I'm gonna do it. And another thing is, this is actually the second day it rained here. Yesterday was actually the first day it has rained since I have moved to Austin. I've been in Austin over a month, and yesterday was the first day it rained. So it is raining again. I'm right outside the cardio room, see the pool area, but it's sprinkling out there. But just kind of wanted to let y'all know exactly what I'm doing in this contest prep, being 2.5 weeks out, and how much cardio I'm doing. And the workouts are staying about the same. I'm doing like a body part each day, trying to lift as heavy as possible. That's the main thing. When in contest prep, you see a lot of people lifting light weights, and you know, you start getting weaker, and when you get weaker, your muscles will shrink. You will lose muscle. So during a prep, what I try to do is lift as heavy as possible with the compound movements, and then you know, use the cardio and diet to actually lose the body fat, but still trying to work out as hard as possible with as much weight as possible. Just got out of the shower. Now it is late breakfast time. It is 11 o'clock. Normally I'm already done with cardio and had breakfast around 10 o'clock, but because I did hit cardio, you know, I waited a little bit, had a meal, and then did cardio. So a lot of y'all have already seen this particular recipe, but for all you new subscribers, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all again. So for breakfast today, I'm having the protein pancakes. I already have 1 egg in there. And then I'm gonna add some flaxseed, 2 tablespoons of that. Very good in fiber and low in carbs. Has 4 grams of carbs and 4 fiber. I'm gonna add a little bit of baking powder in there just to give it a little bit of fluff. A little bit of almond milk, just a little bit, just to make it a little bit creamier, because with 1 egg, it's just way too thick. You can't make it into a pancake. And then I'm having the My Protein Impact Whey, 1 scoop of that, and that is going to be breakfast. So it's very, you know, high in protein, low in fat, and low in carbs too.
All right, the pancakes are done. So I topped it with this chocolate PB Fit is what it's called. It's like PB2. The macros on it is for 2 tablespoons. Let's see, 50 calories, 1 gram of fat, and carbs is 6, and fiber is 3. So that's just like a substitute for peanut butter if you don't want a lot of fats, and I don't need a lot of fats. I don't need any more fats this morning, so this is a great substitute. And then I use some My Protein syrup. They have some calorie-free syrup, and that's what I used for the syrup on that. So breakfast is ready. All right, so just about to go to the gym. I had one other meal that I did not show. I just had some chicken with some broccoli and some almonds for fat. I had, I think the macros was right at like 20 grams of fat, protein right at 45, and the broccoli I didn't even count. So now it is 3:30, about to head to the gym. It's gonna be a chest workout. So I am mixing my pre-workout, in my Superman bottle that I got, and the My Pre here. It is seriously my favorite pre-workout right now, honestly. I feel right now low on energy, complete low on energy because of my diet and doing all the cardio, and I just don't feel like working out. But then after I take my pre-workout and stuff, when I get to the gym, I start working out and I feel great. So I'm not sure if it's just because I'm working out, starting to work out, and you know, I start feeling better, or if the pre-workout is really good. But either way, when I get in there and start working out, when I drink the pre-workout, I feel great. So we're gonna go in there. I'm gonna try to film as much as possible in the gym. We'll see if I'm able to, because 3:30 is gonna be pretty packed in Gold's gym, but we'll see. All right, one of you guys asked me what tripods I use when I go to the gym and stuff to set up. So I'm gonna show you these 2 different tripods that I have. So one of these, this one right here, I just got maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I ordered it, and it's a big one. It's for my DSLR camera, so it's for like professional DSLR cameras. So it holds up to like 4 pounds worth of camera, and so that one is the one I use for my huge camera, and it's great. But that one's expensive. That one's right at $100. Now the one I use for this camera and the one I take in the gym is a smaller one. I have no idea how much it costs, maybe $10 to $20 max. So it is very cheap. Flexible tripod, so you could set it wherever, and it works great for the smaller camera. Now I cannot use that cheap one with my DSLR because it will just fall over. Alright, so first off, the full workout will be in the description below. I decided I would type it out for you so that you could either take a photo of it or, you know, write it out, print it out, and take it to the gym, and you could try out this workout. So as you see here, I started off with the Machine Fly. I did 4 sets of around 12 to 15 reps, just kind of like pre-exhaust the chest a little bit. You know, I did not go crazy heavy at all. It was just really just to kind of warm up the chest really good for the next movement. And the next movement, as you see, is Incline Dumbbell Press. Now, I went as heavy as I could for 5 sets total, but I honestly have been having real bad shoulder pain in my left shoulder. For some reason, when I start getting lean, my left shoulder always gives me, I'm telling you, so much pain. So it's like my rotator cuff. I got to go get it checked out because, I mean, it's giving me, it's horrible. Like, I can't hardly work out doing shoulders or chest without it killing me. So as you saw, I just did, this was the final set. I did 10 reps. I had the 100-pound dumbbells. I was not able to go any heavier than that because my shoulder was hurting so bad. But on the last set, on the 5th set here, I did a triple drop set. So I did as many reps as I could on the first one. I think was like 12 reps, and then dropped it down. I went from the hundreds to 70s, and then I think these are 60s, I believe. Yeah, 60s, and then just did as many reps as I could on every single one of those. So that was the 5th and last set. Then moved on to some more incline movement. This is a barbell bench press. I was only able to go like 185 with the weight here. Normally I could do like 225 for the same amount of reps, but my shoulder was killing me, so I was not able to go any heavier than that. But I did 4 sets of these, and I superset this with something that I did not record because the gym was way too packed. It was an incline hammer strength press. So I would go here for like 10 reps and then go over there to the hammer strength and press out 15 reps on the machine. And that was great. It was a great pump. So I went heavy as I can on this one.
with the 185 and did, just like hit failure around 10 reps, and then immediately went to the hammer strength and went for 12 to 15 reps. So the pump was really good, but for whatever reason, I'm telling you, my shoulder has just been driving me up the wall, and I don't know if I messed it up years ago, and when I just start, cutting calories a lot, my body's not able to heal as much or something. But when I'm like heavier weight or like heavier, body fat percentage and stuff, it doesn't seem to bother me that bad. So I don't know what the deal is here. So you can see the pump is real, getting a real big pump during this workout. And then moved on to a machine flat press here. This one was really great. I really like this machine because you're able to drop the weight really quickly. So I did 4 sets on this, and this is actually the last set. So this is the 4th set. I'm doing as many reps as I can, and then dropping the weight by 1 pin, so just 1 stack. So just going like 1 stack lighter, and then doing as many reps as I can. And I did this back to back until I got pretty much to the very top of that. And so it was a great way just to deplete the chest as much as possible. Then moved into flies. Now, the first set of flies, I went low to high, which I did not get to record because it was so many people. And I did 7 sets of those because someone wanted to work in with me, and he was doing the exact same thing. So I didn't want to lose the cable machine because it's so many people around there. So I did 7 sets of low to high, and then moved the cables up, as you see here, and did 5 sets of around 12 to 15 reps of the high to low cable flies. And then I wanted something to really pump up my chest and do a good finisher, and this particular movement is great. Now I'm doing this on the Smith machine, so I'm doing push-ups. So I'm doing 10 push-ups on the lowest level on the Smith machine. This is called, I think this is called like ladder push-ups. So I'm doing 10 reps and then raising it up just 1 notch, doing another 10 reps, raising it up again, another 10 reps, and then raising it up once more and doing 10 reps. So I'm doing 40 push-ups in 1 set. And then immediately after I do those 40 push-ups, I'm going over to the bench over here behind me, and I'm doing plate presses, I guess is what they're called. I don't know the real name for them, but I'm just going to call them plate presses. So what you're doing, I have 225s. I'm placing them together and just squeezing, and then just going from my chest up, just squeezing the whole time. And both of this combination is great. I'm telling you, you have amazing pump. And after doing, I did 3 sets of these. So after doing 3 sets of, 40 push-ups, and then on the plate presses, I did 15 reps on each set. So you'll see exactly what I'm talking about with the plate presses. But both of this combination, I'm telling you, is amazing. You'll feel a pump like no other, and you feel exhausted, and you're ready to get out of the gym after doing all that.
Exactly, anytime.
Yes, you did see that correctly. Hang on 1 minute. I did a 2-hour workout. Now, I didn't do a full 2-hour chest workout. I did chest for an hour and a half and then finished off with calves. Did not film it because it just got way too packed in there. It is 6 o'clock, so around 5:30 it started getting insanely packed. So it's just way too many people, so I could not film the calf workout. But it was a great chest workout, and I'll have the whole workout down in the description below because I was not able to film all the exercises. So I'm gonna have the whole workout down below. If you want to follow it, just copy and paste it to your phone or take a Snapchat of it, or snapshot of it.
Hi.
Hey, do you want me to go get some ice cream?
Oh, yeah.
All right, what flavor?
Delicious. Not Heath Bar for me, but I like all the other ones. Really any of the chocolate.
So on Wednesdays, this ice cream place has buy two, get one free, so that's what we did. We got all different flavors. I got like chocolate strawberry, chocolate pretzel, and one other one. I think it's Rolo or something. So, sounds really good, but I'm telling you, I don't know how this place has the calories it says it has in it. Like, that is more than a pint, and it says it only has like 200 calories in it, only like 6 carbs in that whole thing. I just don't understand. So I'm really skeptic being on contest prep eating any of this, because I'm like, watch, it's probably not gonna be that calorie count, it's not gonna be that carb count, it's gonna be like 100 carbs and I'm gonna get fat off of it. So I'm not gonna be eating much of it at all. Maybe just like, I don't know, half a cup or a cup of it. I won't eat a whole thing because, like I said, I'm scared that it really does not have that less calories. So now I'm headed into the grocery store to pick up some cauliflower and some eggs, but I gotta hurry because this ice cream is going to melt. All right, so the ice cream of choice this week is chocolate covered strawberry. We have chocolate covered pretzel, and we have mint chocolate chip. So those sound good. About to go nuts with these things. They're everywhere. That one yaps so loud it hurts your ears, and it's very moody. It gets mad about every little thing. So if Gainer walks around it, it yaps and bites him. The other one's not so bad, but he gets in your way just like Gainer does. He just walks around the kitchen. So if you're cooking, he's just walking around getting in your way. But all three of them combined, it is horrible. It is horrible. So post-workout nutrition, I'm having some creatine, 5 grams, and having some oatmeal. Having 2 packets of the sugar-free maple syrup, or maple brown sugar oatmeal, and 2 packets of those is 40 carbs. And then I'm gonna mix some impact whey isolate, so just like a fast absorbing protein right there. I'm gonna add like 2 scoops of that in with the oatmeal when it's done, and that's gonna be my post-workout. Welcome to Abel's Kitchen. So tonight, or actually I posted a photo on my Snapchat for y'all that follow me. You already know what I'm talking about. The low carb cauliflower rice. It is delicious. It is high volume and very low carb. So I'm gonna have had it for the past 3 nights. So I thought, hey, I'm gonna post this recipe and give it to you guys. So if any of y'all are looking for an alternative to rice, you can do a lot of stuff with cauliflower. So what we're doing here, Shelby already ground up. We use a food processor, and we processed the whole head cauliflower. That's what that is. We just processed it. Didn't put anything in it whatsoever. It's just ground up cauliflower. And then now what I'm doing right now is I'm going to saute some onion. Have like half an onion here, and I'm just gonna saute that just until, you know, the onions turn brown. And then I'm gonna use 2 different skillets because Shelby's gonna have some, me and her gonna eat. So I got a bigger skillet over here, so I'm gonna half that stuff up. So after the onions cook for a little bit, they get brown, I'm gonna add the cauliflower to both of these skillets. Alright, so next step after the onions
are nice and brown, I am halving it in one skillet and the other, so this one will be cooking. Then we're going to half the cauliflower into this thing, so dump it in there. All you do is just mix up the onions and stuff on each one of these. So you can have any kind of protein source that you want. Rice and stuff I think goes good with shrimp. So I've been having some shrimp. So I'm having 8 ounces of this peeled shrimp, and I'm sticking it in just boiling water over here and letting it cook. It doesn't take long at all for shrimp because, I mean, it's seafood, so it doesn't take long to cook at all. I'll just have it in here boiling for about maybe 4 minutes or something. And then I will, after this sautés for a little bit, throw it in the skillet. And then you season it with pretty much anything that you want. We have some Mexican rice sauce that is really good in it. And then I might tonight actually add some soy sauce in it just to add some more flavor. And of course, you add like salt and pepper, you know, just to give it a little bit more flavor, because the cauliflower, it's really just plain. I mean, it's just like having a thing of rice with nothing in it. So season it to whatever you like. I like just adding salt and pepper and then adding that sauce in there and some soy sauce. And that is the meal. So just let it cook for a little bit. And then you have a very low carb, let's see, half a head of cauliflower. So this whole thing that we're going to be eating is, I think, only like 30 grams of carbs. And then for fiber, I think it's like half. So I think it's like 15 grams or 12 grams of fiber. So it's really good for how much volume you get. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is half a head of cauliflower. But that's not even half yet. And that is huge. So you get to eat that whole thing for around 30 carbs. So it is awesome. So dinner is ready. So let me show you. This is the finished masterpiece. So I added some broccoli in there and I topped it off with cheese. Let me show you the macros for this, or my whole day actually. I use the app MyFitnessPal. So Gainer, shut up. Him and that dog. So for the total calories today, I had 1,932, which I might add a little bit later on just to get over the 2,000, maybe 2,100. Might add some more protein later on. Let's see here. So far I had 213 grams of protein, 108 carbs, fiber's 30, so that's good. Fat is 77. So that is my whole day of macros today, being two and a half weeks away from the photo shoot. So like I said, I might have a protein shake just after dinner, maybe around like 10 o'clock. I still have to go do cardio, so I might add some more protein here in a little bit. So I was talking about being low in calories. Well, I forgot about the ice cream that I went and picked up. So I'm gonna eat a little bit of this ice cream. This is ice cream left over from like maybe a week ago or so that I did not eat the whole thing. So it's about half of one of those. So I'm guessing it's about 100 calories in that thing as far as what it says on the list. We will see, I guess, later, depending on how fat I get, if it's actually the right amount of calories. All right, so just got done with round 2 of cardio for the day. I know I would not recommend doing cardio this much, but 2.5 weeks out, so I'm really trying to push myself here. I don't feel great, I'm telling you, I'm just low on energy. So I went in there and did 30 minutes on the elliptical. I burned right at like 300 calories. So the total on the calories as far as my Fitbit is concerned, which, I mean, it's probably not all that accurate, but I burned right at 3,500 calories today, which is, you know, average for me. I burn about that every day as far as on here. Man, I'm telling you, it is tough.
these last few weeks of any, getting ready for a contest or photo shoot is always really tough, just because of energy levels. Your energy levels are just like so low, and I think it's just in your mind too, thinking you're so close, to your goal that you just, you feel exhausted from it. But I'm gonna push it out here, so I'm just doing whatever I have to do to look my best come, 2.5 weeks from now. So I need to lose right at maybe 5 more pounds of body fat, so I'm gonna try to lose that, as quickly as possible, so that I don't have to really kill myself leading up to it, a week before or whatever. But I mean, right now I'm on schedule, so I should look the best I ever have. I gained a few pounds of muscle since the last time I leaned down, which was last year. So I'm looking forward to see what kind of package I bring in for these photo shoots in the next few weeks. And again, guys, thank you so much for following me, all the subscribers on here. Thank you so much for liking my videos and sharing my videos, and just keeping up to date with my life. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support, and if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one.
If I could